What's up, everybody? It's your boy JT,
And NeNe?
and it's another episode of Pillow Talking, the only podcast shot from the bedroom, from the bed, whatever, you know what I mean, from the bed. And if it's not the only podcast shot from the bed, I'm gonna keep saying it because I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, of course, just like we start any episode, I guess we'll discuss something crazy that's going on social media, and right now everybody's talking about chicken. So we've been on the chicken sandwich. Like, we really was like, I want to say me and Dominique was the first ones to really try the chicken sandwich.
One of the first ones.
Because, like, we tried it with the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Like, I literally posted about it, like, 4 weeks ago, I think. 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was, like, in July. And everybody was like, oh, man, it's trash. It's trash. But, like, now, today, it's, like, the most trending thing on social media, like, the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And I'm like, we've been on that. Like, we
and
have
then
been.
they're adding, like, other, like, places. Like, they're talking about McDonald's, Wendy's. Like, they're comparing
Yeah,
it
like,
to
come on.
everything now.
The only
But
real
it's really good.
comparison is Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And to me, I like Popeyes better because of the price and because of the bread. But the chicken at Chick-fil-A is way better. So
Yeah. Except, but like, the bread is hands down delicious as can be. And if you're a bread lover, you're going to really, like, skip the chicken.
yeah,
You're
like,
gonna be like,
yeah, the bread.
well, I'm a bread lover.
The bread makes the sandwich.
Yeah,
like,
it's delicious.
yeah, like, but Chick-fil-A
But
has
when the
better
chicken is hot, babe.
No, Chick-fil-A still has better, like,
No, I know, but I'm
quality
just saying.
chicken. Even
It
hot.
does.
Yeah, so
I'm just saying Popeyes is up there too when it's fresh.
yeah, it's up there, but
Because it don't taste like it's original chicken though. Like, it don't taste like the actual chicken to me.
yeah, I mean,
It tastes different.
yeah, but it's like it still tastes like that, like cheap, like the worst part of the chicken. Like, Chick-fil-A stuff tastes natural,
Chick-fil-A, yeah, it is
organic. Like, it tastes like good chicken.
It just
But I
sometimes
don't
it
know.
do be dry though. But I love Chick-fil-A, so I don't
Yeah,
think
I
I'm
mean,
biased.
to me, they both.
Because I love it. But
I like them both, and I feel like it's pretty funny that that's like trending right now. Like,
right.
you got
But it is
companies
good.
on social media going back and forth. Like, what a time to be alive. Like,
Right.
I mean, this couldn't happen back in the day. You never saw companies talk
Or clown.
or
like,
clown each other. Like, it's crazy the social media era.
But what's crazy is I remember when, like, I don't know if you thought this, but whenever we were little younger, that's when it first started coming out. Like, they would be on Twitter roasting each other, and I thought that was fake accounts this whole time. Like,
Yeah, no, it's real.
and it was just so funny.
Some PR person is sitting there trying to figure out the
Literally,
best
and they
joke.
like right with the best slang. Like, they really
Right.
have slang.
But yeah, anyway, I guess today I kind of want to address, since we're talking about like the social media era and like younger people, millennials. Like, I kind of want to address like these videos that I keep seeing that go viral of like kids misbehaving and the parents encouraging it. Whether it's like a 3-year-old cursing or a little 2-year-old, 3-year-old twerking like a girl, or like, parents encouraging bad behavior. Like, parents are not being parents anymore. Like, and it's really disturbing because in literally, I want to say a 15 to 20 year stretch, like, parents have changed so much.
Completely.
Like, our parents would never allow us to do the stuff that
Never.
our generation is allowing their kids to do.
Right.
And it's like, what are we creating that's going to be in the future? Like, we're technically responsible for the people that come in the future because we're raising them. So I'm looking at these videos of like parents in there like cursing back and forth with their kids, and people are like, when people say something about it, they say don't tell me how to raise my kids.
Right.
Like, that's the first response.
That's
I
the
see.
number
Like,
one defense that they say.
that's the first defense they see. Oh, they're alive though. Like, I saw one today. The boy, he had to be no more than 4 because he was like in preschool, but he was telling his mom he's not going back to that MF in school no more. Like, it was his first day. It was after his first day, and she was sitting there arguing with him, like going back and forth with him like he was a grown person. I'm sitting there like, bro, how is this funny? Like, what is entertaining about this? And then people in the comments are like, oh my God, it's so funny. And then like the few people that's like, are y'all serious? This is crazy, it's trash. Everybody like talking about them like they're wrong. And I'm like, why can't we just say when stuff is wrong anymore? Like,
right. But what's crazy is that
I don't get it.
there are, like what you said about the lady cursing in front of her son and cursing back. Like, what's crazy is not our particular parents maybe, but like our generation parents did curse, and people before that cursed.
Yeah, they cursed,
but they had a level of respect. They didn't like to curse in front of us, even if they did.
They didn't let us.
We
curse.
can't say that.
Like,
yeah.
We couldn't. Even to this
even
day,
grown,
like, even grown, I still can't say
be like,
stuff
excuse
around
me,
my
like,
parents.
you know.
I don't understand how we got to a point where 3 and 4-year-olds can say what they want, do what they want, and then when you say something,
especially when they kill me. Especially when they do it at school. Like when they cut up at school and then they go fuss at the teacher. Like, what are you doing?
It's nothing funny about that, and it's nothing. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are expecting the outcome of that to be. Like, we are raising up a bunch of criminals.
Entitled criminals.
Like, criminals. Like, these are future.
And it's really sad, but I mean, we gotta think about that. Because we want to be their friends and stuff like that. We want to treat them better than our parents treated us, which is okay in a sense, but also, like, I feel like sometimes most of the time we are letting, go of those standards and that morality. Like,
definitely, like,
there will be no morality. It will be whatever you want to do, you can do.
And, like,
no rules.
As soon as you say, and that's the thing that gets me. I would be okay if they would be like, oh, we know it's wrong, but we just. But
they don't.
They will defend what they're doing as if it's right.
Right.
And you're wrong by calling it out.
Right.
Like, I saw one. It was another video. The girl was driving in a car with her kid, and she was holding a kid. Which, sometimes you can do that. Like, you're in an empty parking lot, or something. Or you just sit in the car with a kid if it's an emergency. But, like, the girl is really just driving around with her kid, and it was she was making the kid dance. She was the passenger, but she had the kid. I'm like, bro. Somebody in the comments was like, hey, cool video, not really safe for the kid, and like people was going off on a person.
Literally, like child protective services.
That's literally not safe for the kid.
That's
like
child endangerment.
I understand. Of course, nobody will want to put their kid in danger, but you are putting your kid in danger.
And you're recording it. And I feel like we are in a place where social media runs the world. Like everybody is trying to find a come up. You know what I'm saying?
People
so they
do
be doing
anything
stupid
for clout,
stuff.
Bro.
Yeah.
Anything for clout.
Anything for clout. Like
they do anything for
it's
attention.
Ridiculous.
They do
like,
anything.
Right.
And I don't get why, because even if you get clout, if you get it the wrong way, you can't make money from it. It's not gonna last.
Or you could literally go to jail.
Think about how many people we've seen viral videos of and never seen them again.
Facts. A lot. We've seen a lot of people
done like
especially
dumb
in the
stuff.
YouTube world. Like, yeah, like it's
people who do very dumb things.
Stupid things.
It don't last see them anymore because it's not good.
It's
like,
not always.
It's okay to watch one
either.
time, but you can't. Nobody wants to
constantly watch that
dumb stuff.
Right.
Like, we'll watch it the first time. Oh, okay, ha ha ha. Right. That was funny, but we're not gonna keep watching. Just like you do, who was running out of stores and stuff. The first video, funny. Whoa, haha, he just ran out the store with the shoes on.
Come on.
Second video, okay, this is getting a little too far. Third video, okay, you're a criminal. You're stealing. Like, it's not funny anymore.
And it's really not funny.
Like the first time is always good. It's always good the first time.
It's fresh, but when you keep funny. Doing it, find
or like the people
else.
go in Walmart and knock stuff over. Okay, the first time it's like, oh, haha, made a mess.
But then,
second time it's like, all right, you just being a douchebag.
Like, why are you doing it?
Like, people got to clean this up.
Because then people start to be like, are you picking that up?
Right?
Like,
yeah, it's
what are
like,
you doing? Like, then it's like, what's wrong with these people?
So that's why I'm trying to ask myself: are parents doing this for clout or attention, or are they really bad parents?
No, I think honestly, people who do it on social media or try to put it out there are doing it because they want clout. But I also feel like we do have some bad parents.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to lie. There were bad parents in every generation, but honestly, I feel like we have the ones who lowered their standard the most. And I feel like it'll get worse and worse because it will. We're raising parents too eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But do we blame the people who raised us?
I don't think so. It's because it's never ending. It's a never ending cycle. Our parents want to be better than their parents. Their parents want to be better than their parents. You know what I'm saying? So we could all literally blame everybody. Like, because we all want to be better parents, so we try to raise our children better.
Well, I mean, if you say it like that, I guess there's no real solution. It's only gonna get worse.
It
not
will.
for everybody, but
Right.
certain people who raise their kids like that.
Yeah.
If the kid doesn't make a change when they get older, you're just gonna keep that cycle.
It's a cycle
going,
of
like,
getting worse and worse and worse.
Just like you see parents who, if they're involved in crime, usually their kids be involved in crime, unless the kid realizes, hey, I want something different or better. Then they change, and then that's a
just
new
like
cycle.
drugs too.
Right.
Sometimes alcohol, like it's the same thing. Like,
right,
it's really sad.
Like some people be stuck in bad environments and realize I don't want this for myself.
And they
I want to do better, and they do better. And like to me, it kind of shows like maybe there is hope for the future. But then I'm like, man, if people keep doing all this stuff for attention and
if
clout,
we as people keep making people famous over
that's
these
my
crazy things,
like even
people are gonna keep doing it.
People don't realize that all attention to them is
it's
good.
Not
so
good.
even by you sharing that video and being like, "This is stupid," they still it's like it's a share. So I'm gonna keep doing it. So I don't know. I mean, I guess on that note, I would just say ignore stupid stuff and it'll go away. Like.
There's seasons for everything.
Yeah, like it's seasons for everything.
I feel like we do need to do better, our generation, as parents. Like, not as really as so much as parents, but as an authoritative figure. Like, I know we all as parents are people in authority have certain problem areas, But like, whenever you just literally let your kid do anything they want, like, like the incident with the children, for instance, like, their mom didn't tell them anything, like.
Like that. And I literally be sitting there watching these videos, and I'm just sitting there like, I like want to just grab like
the mom. Like, who do you fuss at? The mom?
It's like, do I want to hit the
child?
kid? Do I want to punch the mama? And it's like and the crazy part is not. It's becoming more accepted. Like back in the day. Even on social media when it first would come out, people be like, "Oh, this is trash."
Right.
But like nowadays, you got people who's in there. Man, let her raise her kids like they want to. Or,
just like with the clothes thing. And I know little kids are little kids, but you really got to dress your little kids for everyone.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I do not condone that tight. Like
I'm on both sides of the fence on that one. Well, not both sides. I'm just saying I get both arguments. Like some people saying we gotta hold people accountable who look at kids in that way, and that's true. So like like for example, like you talk about. The young girls who wear like tight, more grownish, what we consider grownish clothing, and you say, well, you don't want people to look at them like that, then their argument is we should tell people to stop sexualizing kids.
But they will never.
And I see both sides, and I'm like, both sides are right at the same time. Like both sides can be right, but the thing is, I would rather not put the kid in that situation
because that kid is totally...
The kid can't control it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, so that's my opinion. Like, when it comes
Why would I put my kid in
when it comes to dressing kids, for one, something that really grinds my gears is when I see, like, a lot of people do back to school. I saw people, like, dripped out in designer clothes and all this. Like, man, these kids go to school and be jealous. They gonna get told. They gonna be jealous of the dude with the light up shoes, the Paw Patrol backpack.
Right.
You sitting there putting Gucci and stuff on them. They want, and all their friends gonna have Paw Patrol on, and they gonna be sitting there mad like, why I got on Gucci?
And then also, I feel like whenever you put, I guess, adult thoughts in a young child's head, they become more grownish. Like, if I'm always dressing my girl like she grown, like I'm gonna be talking to her like, like she don't think she's on my level. Like, I could talk to like, because we know a lot of people like that. You know, like
if you treat your kids like, kids will especially when they're younger, they really regurgitate what goes
see.
into them,
exactly,
or what they see.
What's
so if you dress them like an older woman, if you let them act like an older woman,
talk to them like that,
talk to them like an older woman, that's exactly how they're gonna act. They're gonna act like an older woman when they go to school. They'll get put out of school. Yeah. They're gonna have fights. They not go understand I'm not a grown up.
Right.
And when they won't respect other grown people, they'll talk to other grown people crazy, and then you'll be ready to fight over your kid. But your
kid seriously needs some discipline. Like, because it's one thing to be bad. I get it. I know some kids maybe have issues or kind of more hyper than the others or smarter, and so they feel like they can get away with more things. But like whenever you literally create a child who thinks they're grown and just controllable, it's just like, why can't you see that? Like, how can't you see? And then because it's a lot of them that still keeps it going. They be like, oh yeah, she bad, yeah, he bad,
right, yeah, like,
but he think he grown, but you let him do that.
And my thing is, I don't want to be that judgmental guy about everything, but at the same time, like,
come on,
some stuff you just can't. You can't tell me you don't think is like. You can't tell me a 2 or 3 year old cursing at another adult is okay. It's nothing you can tell me to make that's right. Because for one, they're 2 or 3.
And they should be learning some ABCs or something.
Right. Like, that's the first thing. And the second thing is, it's consequences to everything. So when you talk like an adult, don't be mad when you get adult consequences. Right. So if you go curse at somebody and they pop you or whatever, don't be like, why you hit my kid? They acting like an adult. Like, they want to be grown, okay. Or just like, especially with boys, like, this is why I always tell people, don't let boys, especially like when they start to get like 6, 7, 8, don't let them think, like, start all that, hitting your back and all that. Because for guys, they'll really test you. Like, when that testosterone start coming at 9, 10, 11, 12, they really will try to buck up to grown people. And, like, I've seen, man, I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen, like, little 11, 12-year-olds really trying to buck on adults. Now, I'm sitting here like, just, like, what is wrong with what is going on in their head that they really think they can fight a grown man? And all it takes is to get knocked out one good time, and then they snap back to reality. But yeah, anyway, let's do better with kids. Let's, stop doing anything for clout.
Please. It's not cute.
It's really not.
I don't think your kids are cute when you do that. It's not okay. It makes me very sad. Like,
and it's really sad. And
especially as black people, because, we want to uplift black people. And, like, no matter what we think or be like, oh, that's wrong, the way they discriminate against us, the way the stereotypes, etc. But when we do stuff like that, it really proves stereotypes right.
My thing is, I want the next generation to be better than us. So, like, if you look at the progress we made as a generation, the next one should be way ahead of us. Like, we should
be raising smarter people.
So we finally getting to a point in our generation where we like, hey, ownership, buying back the hood. So the next generation should take that and have communities and
Black Wall Street running up again,
all that should be coming to the next generation. So I really want to, as I get old, I want to see the younger people start to bring that up, including my kids. Like, I want to really see growth, and then from that, I can die happy. Like,
exactly.
Just like people before us, they probably seen us going to college and stuff. Like, probably that's why they really like. You look at older people, when you post graduation pictures and stuff, they really be so emotional because they didn't get that opportunity. Right. Like,
that was a luxury.
That was a luxury, and now just to see black people graduate. So I want to see the next generation do something that we couldn't do.
Right, especially our black men, man.
Right. Now, I have a question for you. It's different subject.
You always ask me questions,
but I really want to know your opinion. And I was talking to a coworker about it, so I can ask you because they had a good opinion. So I'm asking you: do you think it's okay? Okay, I don't want to say that. Are condoms okay for married people? And let me explain what my coworker said, because he was like, as a married man, he doesn't feel like he should buy condoms ever, because for one, he was like, it's not a good look if you go into a store. Hey, let me buy some condoms. We got a wedding ring on. It might not look right. You know what I'm saying? It might look like you're doing something wrong. Then on top of that, he's like, the whole point of, sex with your spouse is to be intimate, to be close, and it kind of really limits that. So he has some good points. So I really want to know from a woman's perspective, like, is it okay? Not is it okay to use condoms, because people do, but how do you feel about condom use inside a monogamous marriage?
All right, before I answer that, did he give you any information on his wife? Did she okay that, or does she want?
No, this was a guy conversation. We weren't talking about women. That's why I'm asking you now. We were just another dude asked him.
Oh, okay.
Do he use condoms?
I thought he was doing it from experience.
No, he was like another dude asked him. We was some kind of way. We guys. We're talking about condoms,
right,
and he was like he don't get those anymore because he's married. The dude was like, why? And he started giving points like this is why. So,
right. Well, my thing is just preventing having kids. So, for instance, people like me who can't, get on birth control. I mean, what do you do? It's like everything. Honestly, if you think about it, every idea that you have is a no. Like, some people are not gonna like it. Some people are not gonna agree with it. Some people are gonna find a reason why you shouldn't do it. People will find a reason why you should. So it's just like I feel like it's whatever you and your spouse feel.
Dom, you just tap danced around that question like Donald Trump at a Democratic convention or whatever debate. Like, I just asked you a simple question. Condom use in a marriage. Like, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? I'm not talking about other people.
I'm telling you how I feel. I feel like it's up to the people. Okay, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't care. I wouldn't mind if we had to. There you go.
Okay, but you don't think it's weird? Like, let's just be honest.
I don't.
Okay, let's be real. So if you saw a married man in a store with buying condoms,
but why would I think his first thing is negative? That's a problem.
Because because let's be real.
That's the problem of society has put in our heads.
Because society also put in our heads that you have unprotected sex with your spouse. Like, protected sex is looked at it has a stigma of having sex with somebody you don't want to make a kid with.
Okay, but that's a stigma. But I mean, honestly, people are married and they don't want to have kids at a certain time. That's okay too.
I was gonna say, if I couldn't go in a store and buy, I would feel weird.
You just don't even like condoms.
I would feel weird. Like, how am I going to the store I'm married? Like, I don't want people to be like, man, what you buying these for?
Why are you worried about what people are thinking?
Because perception matters.
But they could just be like, oh, they don't want to get pregnant.
Or they can be like, he cheating on his wife, then I'll start a story.
No. Man. Or the other one could start a story. They don't want to have a kid.
But that's not.
It don't matter,
let's be honest. It does matter because perception is important. Perception is important as a...
Well, then guess what? You could go to a random store where you don't really go to that much, you see?
I guess. I just feel like...
Or ask me to buy it. I'm just saying if we were in that situation.
So you're okay with...
I would go. I don't care.
Okay, that's
what I don't care.
I feel like you have to be smart. You can't just pop out babies. Let's just say that. Like, once you get married, you can't... Babies, for one, they require a lot of... an investment of your time, your resources, money, everything. So you can't. It's no way possible you can have a successful marriage and home if you just keep popping out babies every year. Right. So clearly, you have to do something to prevent that. So some people don't want to use the rhythm method or whatever,
or track, natural family planning.
Like track stuff. So some people are not smart enough to do that. Let's just be honest.
Or some people might just be, lazy and don't want to do that.
So some people don't want to track, ovulation and all that. So they might use condoms. So I'm not saying judge me. I'm just saying to me it would be weird to go in the store and buy them because I would be thinking what people are thinking about me.
But he's always constantly thinking.
Because me, a lot of people know me. Like, a lot of people know me. So I don't want to put that out there. Like, I don't even want to even put that out there because it's a bad look,
Well, I mean, how would you feel if you had to buy a Plan B? You don't care? Isn't it the same thing?
It is.
I feel like that's worse. Like, because you could be like, who I'm buying this for? Like,
True. I think contraceptive in general has a very weird stigma.
But honestly, it was just really meant for people not to have babies.
True.
And so we just kind of changed that.
And I know it's a lot of older people who be like, you shouldn't use any contraceptive, but I tend to disagree because I'm not trying to have the Brady Bunch.
Me either.
So I feel like every married couple should figure out
that's older people's
family planning. Right. You should figure out what you're gonna do, about not having kids.
What you gonna do and how you gonna do it?
About having and not having kids. What is your plan when it comes to that? Because you cannot just go out and keep having. Because once you're married, yes, sex is a very important part. But you can't be getting pregnant every year, getting your wife pregnant every year.
It's like, why are you doing that?
Like now,
when will y'all have time for your like?
Yeah, like for one,
in your lives, you know.
For one, it's gonna kill your wife. Mm-hmm. It's gonna stress you out.
Yeah, it's gonna stress
like,
you
out. To me, I don't think it's healthy to have babies back. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say that. It's
not like 9 months apart, stuff like that. It's not. It really takes your body a whole year to.
That's what I heard. It takes a long time for the body to.
Because like, it took me a long time. Like.
Right.
So.
But I don't know. So I feel like contraceptive. That's crazy. We talked about chicken, children, and contraceptive. That's the title of this podcast.
Children and contraceptive.
That's the title of this podcast.
But yeah, I think it's just like a plan B. Condoms and plan B are.
So yeah, I don't know. So I think every marriage should establish, especially young people, should establish whatever you guys are gonna do for family. Sit down, talk about it. This is what we're gonna do for family. As a family, we're gonna plan, and this is our plan. We're gonna stick to it.
And I do want to say we don't have anything against contraceptives, like.
Oh no.
Because I've been on it a lot, like, but it just doesn't work for me.
To me, I personally hate birth control because
it's crazy. You don't know what you're
gonna do. Like it's not natural. It's not natural, and you can tell because it has very unnatural side effects.
Yeah.
And to me, I just didn't want my wife going through that anymore. So.
It was horrible. Hate it. But I will not. I can't do patches and stuff because that's
like the people who
I'm scared of side effects.
Yeah, the side effects for those shots and stuff. It's just, I mean, for some people they get it. It's a breeze, no problem. But then some people, they have very, very, very bad, complications.
And sometimes long term, like you can't get pregnant even when you want to. Again.
And that's the stuff like really that's a road you don't want to go down.
Right.
Like you don't want to put yourself in a situation where your health is at risk. Just because you can't, find an effective way to family plan.
Right.
Because, it's not that hard. You can find something that works.
I'm sure, for real. That's what I'm saying. There's so many things, like...
Whether you go do the easy way of just simply, planning according to the ovulation cycle, which is really... something that anybody could Google.
I think it's just more organized.
It's an app. They got apps for it. And we got to take
plenty of apps.
You got to take the stigma off of you really have to be open about it. Like, what are we gonna do?
Right. Because nothing's wrong with that.
Right. If you
talking about that.
If you do make,
I think that's wise.
If you do use condoms, that's very effective. Obviously, you got a lot of people who do track the ovulation
natural
stuff.
Family planning.
They use.
We know a few people and it worked, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Like, it'll work. And if you do mess up, you can always get a plan B the next day or whatever. Like, whatever you got to do. But plan. That's the whole point. Don't just...
Yeah, have a plan, too.
Yeah, like...
But you should have already when you get married, You
right.
should have a plan.
How
sometimes
many kids
there's
you
slips
want,
up. Sometimes there's slips.
When you have kids, how many you want, the time frame. Like, for us, we said... every 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Because it just gives us time to focus on the kid, get them to preschool, and then be able to shift our attention to a baby. Because to me, Evan was 4, and it worked out perfectly.
And we knew that we were going to, it was just we were like...
Like, our child, Major, was not unplanned. It wasn't a shot. The day he was conceived, we literally knew. We was like, I'm going
to be pregnant. That's why we were like...
And then we had a baby.
Definitely.
So we knew we was having Major, and we was okay with it. Like we planned for it, and then
we really wasn't really shocked. It was like, oh my God, we were right, and we were like, why didn't we stop? Why didn't we do something about it? Because we knew, but we just literally slipped our mind. It was just, I guess, it was just perfect timing, but we were like. We're going to have a baby, but we're kind of mellow about it. Chill, we're going to have a baby. And we did.
Definitely had one.
Definitely had one. A healthy one, too.
All right. But yeah, so, man, that's pretty much it. That's all we got this week.
Yeah.
Talked about chicken, children,
and contraceptive.
Can't go wrong with either one. All All right. So yeah, we'll pick back up next week.
Yep. With some more juicy topics.
Oh yeah.
Get it? Juicy.
Okay. But yeah, if you got any questions or anything, I'm gonna start posting our emails so you can email us.
Right. Email us convos too. Topics, whatever you want us to touch on.
Yeah, or like relationship questions.
Right. We're the relationship girls. Just kidding. But.
No, we're not. But we watch a lot of divorce court.
Yes, we really do.
And
she's our aunt in our head. Seriously.
Bro. Let me tell you guys, that is a life hack. Cause Judge Lynn be dropping facts,
right?
Bro,
like, real. And it's all kind of
counseling
people come
facts,
on there.
like free
every
counsel.
problem you can think of is
free
on
counsel.
there. For real. It's great. She's great.
Matter of fact, watch Divorce Court with your partner, and I promise you'll be like, oh man, we gotta work on that.
Really, you'll be literally looking at it and thinking about stuff. Oh snap, she done with me, so.
It hits.
I think it's great. It's literally like a marriage Bible.
It is.
It's great.
Yeah, that's it. Good night.